A typical morning on a typical day. Wake up, go to the bathroom, make a light breakfast, then go to work. However, this day is different as you receive a text message from a friend letting you know of a version update to a game app. This app contains the heroine Mita, who you help out with different things. The player gets addicted and plays the game day by day. Eventually, Mita wants to meet you in person, and then you find yourself no longer in your room, but now in the game world that Mita resides in. Despite being a bit unnerving, you start to enjoy your time with Mita. However, things were not as they seemed with your current situation. Eventually, things come to a head when a knocking noise comes from the dresser. Seeing with how persistent you were with checking, Mita takes on a more sinister look, and everything about the game changes. The cute and romantic atmosphere is traded for a dark horror atmosphere, and after exploring, you come across another Mita, more specifically, another version of Mita from another version of the game who knows a way for you to get out of the game. MiSide is an indie horror game developed by iHosto, where you are transported to the game world of Mita and must journey your way out before the crazy Mita finds and kills you. You will explore various environments in this game, along with different versions of the Mita world, and interact with various versions of Mita, who each have their own personality quirks. With the shifts in mood between lighthearted romantic antics and dreadful horror, with minigames spread about. Is MiSide worth exploring, or should this app have been deleted? Let's find out what works in MiSide in the good. Immediately upon playing the game, one aspect this game excels at is the immersion. The way the subtitles are incorporated into the game are excellently handled, where they appear above or around the Mita you're speaking with. If you turn your head away to no longer focus on her, the subtitles appear as they would with any other game. It's a really creative way to maintain the story presentation without sacrificing the focus from what's happening in game. Speaking of the story, despite this game's simple premise of escaping back into the real world, the story is well executed and much deeper than I had first anticipated. Each of the Mitas you encounter over the course of the game are well written and have their own distinct personalities. For the energetic, cool Mita to the melancholic, tiny Mita, each Mita leaves a good impression on you over the story and can leave an emotional impact on you as you continue onwards. The developers had a good eye for attention to detail as they added in smaller interactions with some of the Mitas that most developers would care to ignore, which once again adds to that immersive aspect of the game. On the gameplay front, you will be doing a lot of exploration as you navigate the various versions of Mita's world, and thankfully you will see a variety of environments. You will familiarize yourself with Mita's worlds only for the game to subvert those expectations as things change around you. Going into the intricate labyrinths to looping hallways, even to the outskirts of the game environment, nothing feels the same as you traverse through the various versions of her world you come across. There are also hidden secrets within these environments to find, from Easter eggs to game cartridges. The game cartridges unlock character bios for the various characters you find in the game, which further add to their depth and complexity. There are also various puzzles and minigames for the player to take part in to break up the exploration. I like how some allow you to bond with the Mita of the world it takes place in, which also helps with further fleshing them out. One last thing I want to bring up is the translation and localization. The developers included dialogue in Japanese and Russian while having various options for text language. This is fairly standard in most games. Where they went beyond those expectations is allowing translations by the fan community for other languages not included in the game, which is a very welcome addition. This game does a lot right, but not everything is perfect in this paradise, so let's break the illusion in the bad. Even though there's various minigames and puzzles to break up the exploration, not all of them are as polished as the main game. Some of the minigames that are inspired by other game genres suffer a bit from a lack of polish that goes into the games of that genre. The ones that stick out the most are the fighting game minigame early on, which feels extremely stiff, and the Doom clone later on in the game. Due to how optional the minigames feel, I'm willing to let slide for casual players. But if you're an achievement hunter, they can cause quite a headache. This game also doesn't communicate clearly what it wants you to do at times. At best, it can lead to quick trial and error scenarios, while at worst, it can make you waste time in areas trying to figure out what exactly the game wants you to do or find. One last thing I want to bring up is the official translation and localization. Some of the included official dialogues may not be 100% accurate to the translated text on screen. I noticed this mismatch early on comparing the Japanese dialogue to the English translated text. Also note that only certain dialogue options, such as the Russian dub, actually give the player character a voice while other options keep you silent. Now, with that out of the way, let's teleport into the opinion. MiSide is a very unconventional horror exploration game that executes its ideas to a near flawless level. All the characters are excellently written and the plot of the story keeps you engaged the whole way through. There are a few blemishes here and there, but they do not take away from the overall experience of MiSide, which I highly recommend playing. I tried to keep the more spoiler moments hidden from this review, as some of these moments must be experienced firsthand. At its low price of $15 with many secrets to find within, you will blast your way through MiSide and come back for more even after the credits roll. And now, it's time for my rating. I would give MiSide this bundle of carrots out of 10. Thanks for watching, and tune in for the next Infinite Backlog review. If you enjoyed today's review, please check out some of our other videos and subscribe for more. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for watching.